So, good morning, students. Today we will start the chapter number 2, The Thief's Story, from our book Footprints Without Feet. So, first of all, today we will discuss about the introduction part and summary part of this chapter. So, The Thief's Story actually is written by by Ruskin Bond. So, The Thief's Story is a 15 years old boy, Hari Singh, whose life changes when he meets Anil. The boy, who is 25 years old, writer. Anil's unspoken words and kind gestures leaves a very positive impact on Hari Singh's life. So there are only two main characters in this story. One is Hari Singh and second one is Anil. So let's start with Hari Singh. Hari Singh is a 15-year-old fair handsome thief. He is keen on learning how to read and write. He is so experienced robber that he knows how different people will react when they are robbed. And Anil, who is the 25 years old boy, tall and lean man, he earns his living by writing. He is a kind, simple and easygoing person. Now let's start with the summary part of the chapter number 2, The Thief's Story. So Hari Singh approaches Anil while he was watching a wrestling match. As he seemed to be an easy target for him, Hari used some flattering words to gain Anil's confidence, and soon they started conversing. After a while, when Anil started to walk off, Hari followed him with his most appealing smile, and he expressed his wish to work for Anil. But Anil bluntly expressed his inability to pay Hari. Hari questioned if he could feed him. Anil agreed to feed Hari only if he knew how to cook. Then Hari said he knew how to cook food, but this was a lie. After that, Anil took Hari to his room near over Jamna Sweet shop and let him occupy the balcony to sleep. Anil gave the night's meal to a stray dog because the meal cooked by Hari Singh was very terrible. Anil had realized that Hari didn't know how to cook food. He asked Hari to go off sleep, but Hari hung round, giving his most appealing smile. Anil patted Anil's head and told him that he would teach him how to cook. Then Anil taught Hari to write his name and promised to teach him how to write whole sentences and to add numbers. Actually, Hari was very happy and grateful for this. He knew that he would achieving anything he wanted once he knew how to read and write like an educated man. He likes working for Anil. He started making tea in the morning and buying the day's supplies later. He used to make a profit of ₹1 on buying day's supplies, but knew that Anil didn't mind. After some time, one evening, Anil came with a bundle of currency notes he had got from selling a book he had written to a publisher. He kept the money under the mattresses and slept peacefully. Hari had been working for Anil for almost a month and he had gained Anil's trust. Hari saw the opportunity to rob Anil, and then it was not an easy task, but he knew that Anil will be sad about the loss of money. He brushed away his thoughts and decided to execute the robbery the same night, as Anil's would otherwise wasted the money on his friends. So Hari considered the situation and crawled up to the bed when Anil was asleep. He slid his hands under the mattresses and drew the money out quietly. He rushed out of the room and began to run on the road. He had secured the money with the string of the pajama. He was heading towards the railway station to catch 10:30's express to Lucknow as he already planned. He was elated when he counted the money on his way. Hari reached the station, and just when the train was about to pick up the speed, he could give manage to get into one of the carriages, but something unexplainable stopped him. He was left behind on the station, and he decided to leave the station and thought while walking through the bazaar about how Anil feed when he would come to know about the theft. Hari had realized by then he would not only cook the meal or go to the market or to buy daily supplies, but he had also lost the chance to learn how to read and write. Due to these thoughts and his feeling of guilt, he decided to go back to Anil, if only for the sake of learning how to read and write. Then Hari hurried towards the Anil's room. He opened the door quietly and cautiously so as not to wake up Anil. He quickly took out the currency notes which were damp because of the rain. So he crept up to the bed and placed the note under the mattresses. After that, he went off to sleep in the balcony, and Hari woke up late early in the morning. In the next day, he found that Anil had already prepared tea. Anil gave a 50 rupee note to Hari and telling him that he had earned some money by selling a book to a publisher, and now he would pay him regularly. So Hari was motivated, but he could make out that Anil knew everything, though he didn't say anything about it. So this was the complete introduction and summary part of the chapter. In the next class, we will continue with the text part of the chapter. If you have any doubt or any confusion in the chapter, then you can contact to me on my personal number. Till then, thank you very much.